The opportunity to do things that are a little outside the box academically was a big appeal for me, and Tuck Global Consultancy is a big part of that.
I knew about the program coming in, and it definitely was a factor in, I think, my decision to sort of rank Tuck so highly among other choices.
The Global Consultancy started in 1997, 14 years ago. In that time, we have completed 155 consulting engagements for 95 clients, and we've been in 50 countries, and to add another figure, we've been on 6 continents.
We were essentially hired by a major hotel chain in Peru to evaluate tourism issues as it relates to Machu Picchu. The scope of our work was to look at, if tourism's growing exponentially there, why then hasn't there been collective action from all the stakeholder groups to support that growth?
It's just part of what we do around the world to make sure that our students are getting the right kind of global education. Students really like this in terms of highlight of their education, and many students come to Tuck and choose Tuck because these projects are available and many students participate each year.
Of the 95 clients that we have worked with, 1/3 have come back to work with us again, some 5 or 6 times, and I think that speaks volumes of the value of this program.
To them, they take it very seriously. Their grade matters on this. So if you get a lot of involvement, you'll get a lot of mileage out of it. We've done it now twice. We're a repeat customer. We're going for a 3rd time. And probably every 2 or 3 years, we'll do it again.
There's a real client at the other end, and they're expecting meaningful deliverables. They're expecting some recommendations that are going to impact the bottom line for their organization, for their companies. And this is just a real-world practicum for the students.
The task for the Tuck team, I believe, is a very difficult task, but it's to construct a common vision, and secondly, a pathway on how to get there.
The team advisor has a lot of roles. Most of the time we're supposed to stay out of the way. I try to be there for them, to challenge them to think about things they might not have thought about in the project, analyses or different approaches to asking questions in the interviews. I think the most important thing to do is to expect the unexpected. You never know what you're going to find with the client, with the country, with the students that you have.
A great plan is only as good as how well it's executed, and so I think that's one of the challenges that the people here are running into, and hopefully we can help them come up with kind of a strategic roadmap for how do you execute different portions of everyone's ideas around Machu Picchu so that it meets the needs as best as can be for the people in the area.
This project, if successful, will benefit all of Peru, so I think that's kind of guiding our team right now. I don't think we have any illusions of grandeur, but it's helping us not just focus on how to expand tourism, but it's pushing us to think harder about how you do this sustainably and responsibly, and what this means for the local farmers who live along the road to Machu Picchu.
After we gather all of this information, we also want to set a plan for all the different stakeholders to try to agree in the future development of Machu Picchu.
No one really understands all the different pieces. We're trying to understand each individual vision and then pull them all together in kind of this complex web and see how in the future there's a way to create one vision.
Given that our task was essentially to talk to a wide variety of stakeholders and understand their perspectives, it was one of the most complex, intellectually challenging, and interesting projects that I've worked on in a long time.
We feel that we have added something to the country and to the people of Peru.
So our final deliverable can be used by many different people in the country, but ultimately whatever they decide to do with Machu Picchu, this is how you get something done. Because I think we heard that a lot, is nothing is getting done. A lot of good ideas, no action. So, our group came in and said, what's a game plan for action?